Let me explain. You see, the first thing to understand about memory formation and why you can't regenerate memories is that memories aren't stored. They're not physical things. Neurons, the cells in the brain, are physical things, and healing factor is made to restore or replace damaged cells. But neurons are not the same as memories, and that's the problem here. Memories are signals. A short-term memory, say the last Diet Coke you drank, is a pattern of signals in your mind. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag just an addict. Say you drink a Diet Coke and the sensation you get from it trigger a signal in specific neurons in your prefrontal cortex, the area that stores short-term memory. That signal starts off as an electric potential created by ions moving in and out of the cells at one end of the neuron. That electrical signal then triggers a chemical signal, which is a physical transfer of ions from one neuron to another. Physically transferring ions causes the electrical signals in the next neuron to change, which is how the electrical and chemical signal is carried across a lot of neurons. In short, it's a chain reaction. So how then do these signals create memories? Well, each of your memories has a specific chain reaction of signals across a specific set of neurons. Your Diet Coke signal started the first time you cracked open a Diet Coke and felt its cool, crisp, refreshing burn slide down your throat. When you took that first sip, some of your taste neurons sent a signal to some of your other taste neurons in a specific pattern as you thought, this is bubbly and habit-forming. The pattern of neurons firing for your drinking Diet Coke memory is different from the pattern for your drinking orange juice memory or your tasting chocolate pattern. It's specifically your Diet Coke pattern, and it gives you a specific memory of Diet Coke. I swear this isn't sponsored. I just have a problem. Now, let me be clear. All electrical signals going on between two individual neurons is basically the same across the entirety of your brain. What makes something a memory is the specific set of neurons that are activated in association with a particular activity. The brain has 100 million neurons, so if a few of them are involved in each memory, the brain has the theoretical potential to store almost an infinite number of memories based on how many combinations of neurons there are and how many unique patterns of signals you can create. In this way, the brain is an incredible storage system. And how do these things get stored? Well, when you experience something once, a few of your neurons start a signal pattern. When you think back to remember that experience, your brain is actually recreating that same signal pattern again. When you've only experienced something once, you can only dimly recreate that pattern when you think about it, or it fades away pretty fast. If you want to improve your recall of that experience, you have to reinforce it. To do that, you have to experience it again. So you drink a second Diet Coke, then another. And before long, you have an emotional dependence. Hashtag winning. Every time you repeat the activity, you trigger the same signal pattern over and over again, and your brain starts to store that pattern in a long-term memory area, the hippocampus. The neurons get a little bit closer to each other, and when that happens, the signal becomes stronger because chemicals don't have to travel that far. The signals also become stronger and more frequent. So over time, those memories become ingrained because the signal patterns have been used so much.